would you like to talk about today?
Recently I have a lot of like stuff going on in my life. So like firstly, I have 3 presentations next week and then in a row. So like I have to prepare everything. Then I have other exam before the final also. So I have to study for that one, and my friends asked me to hang out to like go to carnival together. I don't know, it's a spring exam or something. So I promised to her that we are going together this Saturday. And this Friday, which is tomorrow, I have one of my best friend's birthday party. And my friends asked me to drink together really much. So I was like, yeah, why not? But then I know that I have to do a lot of things to do. I have a lot of assignment, I have a lot of like presentation going, and I have papers to write, I have exams to study. So it's like it's really overwhelming.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like you feel stressed because you have all of these things to do for school still, and it's just kind of building up for you right now. It's kind of getting that time of year.
Yeah, right. Well, recently my relationship with my boyfriend, it's not good. So, well, we're becoming alright, but then a few days ago, well, I think 2 weeks ago or something, instead of I asked him to not to contact with each other anymore for a while, because we always fight if we start to talk about something, even though it was not a like serious problem or something. We just like, it was really like nothing, but then we ended up fighting every time. So I feel annoyed when I talk with him, and I realize that it's not a good sign for our relationship. So I think it is because I'm a student and I have a lot of things to do, and he's a student, he's senior too, and he has a lot of things to do, and then we don't really understand each other, and then there's a time difference too.
So I know that you said that you were stressed about school. It sounds like maybe you're feeling stressed also because of what's going on with your relationship right now, and then there's some stress, and along with the annoyance and frustration, that's kind of adding on to this stress that you're feeling. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And well, I asked him to not to contact with each other like for about a week or something, but then I just say that because it might be a good time for us, both of us, because we just really stress out for our like school stuff, and we don't really understand each other. Then I think I didn't mean to like break up. What I was mean, like, we just need to have a time between us, like, and we need to think about our relationship really seriously, like not talking with each other or something like that. It's really complicated, but then he accepted that my meaning as like kind of break up or something. So then he said he texted me 1 week later, and then what are you trying to do or something like that. So I was like, but for about that week, I was like, I realized that I still like him or something. So I felt good because I start to miss him, or because we always like do Skype every day, but then we don't Skype every day, but that makes me like I don't have anyone to talk for this like for about like 1 hour in a day or something. So I feel like I start to miss him, but he accepted it in the wrong way.
How, other than, you know, kind of missing him during that time, how was that time away apart from him for you? How did that, what other kinds of feelings did that bring out for you?
Honestly, at the first time, I feel relief because he always like tried to I don't know how to explain, like he always asks me where are you and who are you with, and then if I hang out with my friends when are you gonna go home, he always texts me, and if I don't reply for about 30 minutes, like he become really angry or something. But I didn't really get it because even though he said I am drinking with my friends, but then I was like, okay, have a good time, and then I don't text him. But then he always does that to me. He always do that to me. Then I was like, it makes me really, I don't know, it makes me really annoying. So
It sounds like you feel confused as well because he, you know, is sending you messages that he's busy and that he's hanging out with his friends, but then when you give him a space, he gets upset with you for not texting him, so.
yeah, right. And I don't know, but then I start to regret that I said to him that we need to have a space. We need to have it. We need to have some time, because he was the only one who always talked with me like at night or something. Well, he was the only one who knows that I'm awake and then I'm gonna go sleep or something, because we always talk. We always send a message, but then I don't know what he was doing at that time. I always like guess, yeah, he might wake, he might get up and then he might go to school or something. But then I don't really know what he was doing, so that makes me kind of sad maybe. Yeah, so I start to regret that I said like really mean things to him, and I think I realized that I like him still.
Okay. So I was gonna say, like, on the one hand, you know, it seems like you're saying that your relationship and kind of what happened recently has added stress, you know, not only on top of your schoolwork, but also with just like the relationship itself, and you said that you felt a little bit relieved when you kind of said you want to take a break, but now on the other hand, you're saying, well, I don't know, maybe that was a mistake. So I think, you know, is that kind of, how did that feel for you to hear that?
Exactly. It was, yeah, exactly. I felt weird too. I was like, who am I? What I was thinking. And I was like, well, we start to talk again, and then we're now is really good.
Okay.
Yeah, and well, I'm going back to Korea like within a month.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'm really excited to go there, and then we already planned everything that we are gonna do.
Okay.
And then yeah, I think because of that time, this right now is it's kind of like really happy, because like before when we talk about like what are you going to do, and like if you come back to Korea, what do you want to do, but then he said he asked me, but then I was thinking to myself that I'm gonna hang out with my friends, like you or something like that. I don't know why. It's like I think there's just a period that like I hate him, like I start to hate him, but then yeah, I don't really get like my transition of my like thinking or something. I don't know. I feel like yeah, I'm weird.
No, I was just gonna say, I think it's, you know, how you're feeling is somewhat normal. I mean, I can think of myself like in times when I've either in a friendship or even in like a relationship or just a decision or something I've been involved in, and you just you're unsure exactly if it's the right decision, if you make a change, if that's the right decision, and kind of just juggling what's the best thing for you. And I think, to kind of have those emotions that are going everywhere, that's perfectly normal. I mean, I've experienced it myself. So does that kind of relate to how you're feeling?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, and for him, and then at that period when we always fight, I thought, yeah, after we became good again, he started to talk like why he always felt annoyed whenever he talked to me, and he felt that way too. Not just me, but he felt it, like he felt annoyed whenever we talk about something, even though it's a happy subject or something like that. We ended up fighting, but he said like, yeah, because he's a senior, but he is kind of old. I don't want to say he's old, but like, yeah, he's like really, yeah, he's returning student, and he's like really kind of old, and he's senior, and he needs to have a job, but his friends, all his friends has a job right now, but he's the only one who didn't have a job, and then he is a still student. So he said that makes him so stressful.
How is that for you?
I didn't really think about that much, but then I said back to him that I feel good that because you are a student, because if you were not student, if you are like employee or something, employee in a company or something, I think it's gonna be really hard, because you will not understand my situations, and I will not understand your situations too. So I think it's better that we are both student, because we are now having we can sharing the stressful situations, and it is the same thing. But then if he's like salaryman or something, then he needs to go to work, and he has really like different story than me. So I think, yeah, I thought myself it's better that he is a student.
So I'm thinking back to last time you and I talked. It was about how your boyfriend was talking to you about getting married, and I'm kind of just hearing you talk today about how you guys decided to take a break and how you're kind of relieved, but now after that you realize that you do miss him and you want to be with him. How does that, like, at this moment, what is that like for you, thinking about, is that something that like you do see yourself marrying him, or even just apart from that, like how is it sitting here now thinking about all those things and how those things have kind of transpired over the past few weeks?
Well, actually I feel worried if I'm thinking about like getting married, because I'm thinking now, I feel like it's gonna happen again if because we have to do long distance relationship for more than 2 years from now in order to go. I need to graduate, and I'm gonna work for about 1 year in here, and then I'm gonna go back, so it's gonna be 2 years. Then I definitely think that it's coming again. This period of time is gonna come again. Then I don't know. So he always I feel somewhat pressure. He always told me like, if you break up, I'm not gonna marry. He said, I'm not gonna marry with anyone except you. So if you break up, it's done. It's like he said, all my life is done or something.
How does that feel for you to hear that?
Pressure.
Yeah.
Definitely, I feel pressure. But, well, yeah, I feel like it's just too early for me. For him, it's like, it's just right. But then my father doesn't know that we have a relationship. My mother does know, but yeah, my mother always said like, yeah, it's too early, maybe. Yeah, she, at the first time I was talking about it, and my boyfriend asked me to get married like 2 years later or something. She said like, yeah, why not, or something like that. But now she's like, yeah, you're young, right? Or you're still young, right? And something like that. So that makes me feel like, yeah, maybe she doesn't want to get married. Yeah.
So it sounds like you're feeling, like you said, a lot of pressure, and very conflicted because you're getting different things from different people. Your mom wanting you to wait, and your boyfriend wanting, talking about getting married, and then also putting all that pressure on you that, if you don't marry him, then his life is over. Like, that's gotta feel very stressful and overwhelming.
Yeah.
So, I think, if I just kind of summarize what you said is, in addition to all your schoolwork you have going on and wanting to also, have fun with your friends, you're also dealing with, a lot of stress and kind of and pressures, as you said, with not only with your boyfriend and with how that's going, but from your parents, and it's kind of coming from all angles to you, but it seems like you're handling it really well. So, all right,
Thank you.
that's good. Yeah, it's good. All right.